Okay, guys, 1 second. Guys, we had the ICANN project launch. It's crazy. Guys, what should you be?
Confident.
What should you be?
Confident.
I
Can.
never,
Quit.
never,
Quit.
always.
Try.
Guys, get involved in the ICANN 6 week program. It's amazing. We're just preparing our young children. Wait, what's that, little man? What are you saying?
Lights, camera, action.
He said it. Lights, camera, action. We does this. Where you gotta say it? Here's another ICANN child.
I just wanted to say every kid out there can live their dreams because that's all that matters. Live your dreams and make your dreams.
Listen, this guy's an ICANN child. He's vibrant. You wanna say something? Go on, ICANN.
I'm gonna say
1 second. Go on, what you gotta say?
I just want to say that everybody, you know who to call if you're feeling like you want to give up. Just go on the ICANN website and say that I feel like I want to give up. Can you help me?
Yes, it's true. We help you. We motivate children. These children are ICANN children. They done the ICANN work. So 1 second. What's the first ICANN principle? No. What's the first ICANN principle? Okay. What's the second one? What's the third one? What's the fourth one? What's the last one? Fifth one? Work towards. Guys, we prepare your children for them breaking points in life. What you gotta say?
Just if you're lonely and you're having friends and you say, I'll give up looking for a friend, you can just go to the ICANN website.
Okay, guys, listen. The ICANN children. Let's give them a little taste of what the ICANN children album is. Yeah. Everybody makes mistakes. What's important is what you learn from. What else we got? What songs we got? What else we got? Yeah? Or I could play the drums. I could be or I could write the song. What else we got? I can be successful. I can be what I wanna be. Have to believe I'm special. I will never give up on my dream. What else we got on the ICANN album? What else is on the ICANN album? Kelly. I believe I could. Go on.
I believe I can fly. That is wrong. I believe I can touch the sky.
Yes. Amazing. These are ICANN children, guys. Get your child involved. We got this. hmptv. Love all the time. What you gotta say?
I just wanted to say anyone can be successful. Anyone can live their dreams. Work towards your greatness and it will come true.
Potential. Listen, your mum's amazing. What should you be? What should you be? Never. Always. Dwayne Patrick, ICANN Project, hmptv. You done already. What should you be? Confident! What should you be? Confident! When I say never, you say quit, yeah? Never! Quit! Never! Quit! You're good. When I say always, you say try, yeah? Always try! Always try! What should you be? Confident! What should you be? Confident! What should you be? Confident! Never! Quit! Never! Quit! Never! Quit! Never! Quit! Always try! Always try! Yes, it's Dwayne Patrick, and we're here at the ICANN project launch. It's going so amazing. I was going to ask you guys, how was the day so far?
It was good.
One more time, how was the day so far?
Good.
Good? What?
Good.
Well, good, okay.
Fantastic.
Fantastic, okay. What about you? How was the day so far?
Great.
Great! Yeah?
Good.
Yeah? Great, okay.
Me too.
Guys, do you remember what we done today? What should you be?
Confident.
Now louder, what should you be?
Confident.
What should you be?
Confident.
Always, always, never,
Quit.
never.
Quit.
What should you be?
Confident.
I.
Can.
Some beautiful guys. Sign up to the ICANN 6 weeks program. It's amazing. I'm telling you. It's not run by myself. It's run by all masters in their field. Guys, we've got over 50 people, 50 children here.
This is HMPTV here over at the ICANN event. It's been absolutely fantastic. great crowd, children having a great time. What more can we say? Well, it's not what I say, it's what the people was here saying. We're going to speak to parents. But one of the people down here is Mr. Julian Hall. I know he's been heavily involved with Dwayne over the past 6 months. You've been down here today. Come, give us some words in regards to how it's gone. I mean, you said some great words up on the stage. Give us a little bit more.
Sure. So I think today's been a fantastic event. It really shows what's possible when you have an idea, you have a passion, you build a team around you, and you make something real. You know, you turn it into something that's tangible and that it really benefits the people that you're trying to deliver to. In this case, it's kids, and it's the parents and the community of those children. And I think that in today's world, with all of the negativity that's going around, I think it's so important for us to reinforce that positive mental attitude that not only us as adults need, but the kids, you know. And I think that a lot of the challenges that we have as adults comes from and stems from some of the limiting ideas that we were given when we were young, knowingly or unknowingly, but we had them nevertheless. And I think that, you know, imagine if we went to an ICANN event when we were that age, right? And I think that's what everyone says. You know, we have a company, Ultra Kids Club, which teaches entrepreneurship into schools, and we run extracurricular workshops. And parents always say, "I wish I had this when I was young," you know. And I think it's the same thing with ICANN and what Dwayne is doing. It's about opening up the possibilities for young minds of what they can do, you know, and that what they dream, it's not woolly, it's not nonsensical, it can actually happen. And there are loads of people who today will have said, who will happily say, "I'm living my dream." The problem that we have with that is that we don't know how we can replicate that, how that can be engineered, how that can be taught. And that's because in the educational system that we have now, it's not geared towards fostering stuff which we can't nail down, right? You can't nail down a dream, but it's still possible. And I think that looking at a more holistic way of educating children and supporting the community, wherever they might be, is the next phase. You know, it is that new way of thinking, and it is that entrepreneurial mindset, which is no longer just about setting up a business. Entrepreneurship is a way of thinking. It's a mindset now that you can use, whether you're setting up a business, whether you're running a household, whether you have a job, doesn't matter what you do. Being able to think more entrepreneurially is going to be key for the success of young people in the future, and having that positive I can mentality is absolutely fundamental today.
Definitely when the demographic of employment is actually changing. The nature of work is changing, the nature of employment is changing, the rules of employment is changing, so you're kind of being forced. And if we don't create environments of which to nurture that preparedness to do for self, because you either work for a company which before it would maybe seem like a secure job and your future could have been kind of laid out by it, that is changing now. So you have to have this, so you need this kind of start to give you that extra edge in this new competitive world.
Yeah, so the thing is, I mean, we sometimes blame, say, schools. We'll say schools are failing young people, right? We wouldn't say the NHS is failing our health, because we know that we have control of our health, right? You wouldn't get sick and blame it on the NHS or blame it on your GP, right? But when our children aren't educated, we blame it on the schools. But what are we doing, right? And I know the schools are kind of set up, and the concept of school is that they'll take care of everything. But teachers in school will tell you that that's not even possible, right? It's never been possible. It never will be possible. Children are educated at home. They're educated at school. They spend most of their time in between those two worlds. And those are the two environments where they need to be educated. So we need to take back responsibility of our education for ourselves, for our children. And it's not to discount the schools. The schools will be there to do their job, but we need to take responsibility and actually monitor what's happening in the schools, monitor what's happening with our children, reinforce or give them additional learning from home, from extracurricular activities if we don't think the school is providing it, right? And be all over the teachers in the school, to do, what we think is best for our children. Not all, I work with a lot of teachers, a lot of schools. They are very well intentioned. I can't honestly say I've met a bad teacher, right? The system isn't great, and I think everybody knows that. But I think now it's not about saying, okay, well, here is this is what they're supposed to learn, everything to prepare them for their life. I think that's very unrealistic. And like I said, in the same way that we now have more control over our health, if we got sick back in the day, we go straight to the GP. Now we know that we can look at, herbal, organic remedies for ourselves. There was a young lady, I think it was Kenya from Duafe, who was saying that she calls doctors chemical people, right? Because when she suffered with eczema, they were just giving her chemicals. So she did her own research and realised that things like shea butter and coconut oil and having a vegan diet was able to help, cure some of her ailments. And that's from a child who, I think Kenya is maybe 11, right? Amazing, yeah? So having that mentality of responsibility, right? Being responsible for everything, being responsible for your education, your health, your finances, your internal well-being, your spirituality, being responsible for all of those things is now the next phase. And I think we've got all the information we need, we've got all the people around us that we need. I think as long as we just shift our mindset towards that age of responsibility, then we'll be just fine.
That's a great term, age of responsibility. And being responsible in the media, I think we're going to start looking for some of these young people who's here today with their products and try and grab them and find out more. Are these young people nurtured underneath yourself, or they're just young people who've just got businesses who have come along throughout the day?
So some of them, yes, have come through the Ultra Kids Club program. Some of them have just turned up, of their own doing. And but either way, it's an ecosystem that we're creating, and young people who are out on that journey, they all certainly need support. If there are adult businesses need support, kids businesses need support, and that's what we're here to provide. So I just think it's a great example of what's possible, and it really does give the adults a run for their money.
Well, you heard it right there. Look, it's been a pleasure to have Julian here today. Do look out for the Ultra Kids, absolutely fantastic. I've always got my eyes on it and the work, what's going on there. But I don't really contact people until it's ready to contact people, when I'm ready to do something. So between now and then, I've always got my eyes on what you're doing. Right now, I've got to work with Mr. Patrick. We'll move from Mr. Patrick up the scale in the future when Mr. Patrick surpasses Mr. I think there's a bit of a slightly age difference. So I think the young man still may have the opportunity to pass, and he's laying down that groundwork. But he's working with great people, assisting and mentoring him on his journey. So with that, look, you've done some great work in the community. Just keep it going, and we 100% support what you're doing, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Check out the Ultra Kids and a lot more other things coming out of the corner of Julian Hall. Not only Julian Hall, but he's got a great team who work with him. So, do check them out. But till now and then, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Peace. It's a pleasure. Okay.
I can be successful. I can be successful. I can be what I want to be. I can be what I want to be. I can believe I'm special. I can believe I'm special. I will never give up on my dream. I will never give up on my dream. I can be successful. I can be successful. I can be what I want to be. I can be what I want to be. I have to believe I'm special. I believe I'm special. I will never give up on my dream. I will never give up on my dream. What should you be? Confident. What should you be? Confident. What should you be? Confident. Never quit. Never quit. Never quit. Never quit. Always try. Always try.
Okay, this is hmptv. Now, the whole ICANN event was geared at young people. The ICANN event is geared at young people, and it was great to see some of the young people who came up on the stage and spoke about their products and what they're doing. Okay, so we've got this young lady here who, tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, I have a YouTube business called Karma's Crazy Creations, and on there I do reviews, creations, challenges, traveling, cooking and vlogs. And I also have my very own vegan chocolate spread, and it's called Chocoria Healthy Chocolatey Goodness. My uncle designed the logo with a bit of help from me. The ingredients are sunflower butter, cocoa powder.
Hold on. You can't tell everybody the ingredients. You can't tell everybody the ingredients. You have to keep those things a bit of a secret. Otherwise, we might be making some of our own crazy creations. So, hey. This is what you get with live TV. Children, run along. Go and play somewhere else. We're doing an important interview here, aren't we? It's very important. So, your product's not on the table yet. So you've got your product. So who helps you? Because you mentioned your uncle. Okay, you mentioned your uncle. Now I know your uncle very well. He's been doing some of our artwork for some of our projects. So who else helps you in your business?
Well, my mom helped me with my chocolate spread, and my dad helped me with my YouTube channel.
Right. And what about your auntie? Is she involved in anything?
No, not much.
Oh, I'm quite surprised with that because she's usually very in there. But your uncle's definitely involved. And what do you enjoy best about your own business? Because how old are you now?
8.
You're 8. So do you see the future? Can you see what it will become?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me, what do you see?
Well, in the future, I see me being famous on YouTube and everybody is interested in buying my chocolate spread and subscribing and following me on my YouTube channel.
Well, look, I'm telling you this now. I am going to subscribe. Yeah, you're going to leave me with this flyer, and as soon as I come off of here, I'm going to subscribe straight away. So you're going to see hmptv is going to be subscribed, and I'll be looking to purchase some of your spread. Have you got anything else that you're going to be creating in the future? You got anything else lined up where you're going to add to your great list of stuff you're doing already?
Well, I was thinking of adding another kind of product to my chocolate spread. Because we're doing a winter fair, I was thinking of still doing my chocolate spread, but kind of adding a bit of a twist to it. So I was thinking of making my chocolate Chocoria spread ice cream, because ice cream, coldness and winter kind of blend together. And I might make the same for hot chocolate, because it's cold in the winter and lots of people drink hot chocolate, coffees and teas and stuff like that.
So you've got the summer lined up, you've got the winter lined up, and the rest of it. But look, what you're doing is phenomenal. It's great. At the moment, I'm building something for my children, and I hope they're inspired by you, and I hope many other children who are watching this, or parents who are watching this, see what's being done here, see the push they're getting from the parents, and anything's possible. Absolutely anything's possible. And if you leave the children with it, they will run. But you're doing great stuff. Your father is a phenomenal man, and I know you know that. And you're going to be a phenomenal daughter. And was that your little brother who was around?
Yes.
Okay, so no doubt something's being lined up for him. Something's being lined up for him right now. He doesn't even know it yet. But look, you keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be great. You're going to be a millionaire. You're going to come. You're going to fund hmptv. And we're going to be doing great things in the future, no doubt. Okay? Give people your email address and everything where they can find you.
Well, if you don't want to buy the chocolate spread, then you can go onto my website. That is www.chocoria.co.uk, and Chocoria is spelled CHOCORIA.
Knows everything what to say. Make sure that we get that spelling in, so you ain't got no excuse to go there. Absolutely fantastic. Young lady, you're phenomenal. I'm going to take my hat off to you and bow. Okay? This is hmptv. We love the children. Dwayne Patrick's event, I can set up for them straight. We're out of here.
Be brave. Be brave enough. Okay, I'm with you first. Just you by yourself. What should you be?
Confident.
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 Never. Never. Well done. Thank you. Who's next? Who's brave now? I want you. What's your name? Okay. What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? Never. 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 Always. Hold on. Who's brave now? I want someone loud. Ready? Are you sure you're ready? What should you be?
Confident.
What should you be?
Confident.
What should you be?
Confident.
Never.
Quick.
Okay, I want someone who's ready. Who's ready? You ready? Are you sure you're ready? Okay. I can. What should you be? What should you be? Never. I like that. You mix the remix. I like that. You ready? You should be ready, yeah? One time I'm gonna go with your neck there, Cardi, yeah? What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? Never. Always. Well done. You're good. Are you ready, Kyla? I. What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? Never. Always. Give me 5. Well done.
No, seriously, I'm here with Cheryl Phoenix. She was down here today, spoke very, very well. Rapturous applause. How you feeling? And what do you think about the event and what Dwayne has built here?
Oh, it's brilliant. I remember when Dwayne was first starting out, that's the thing, and to see him take his vision and make it become a reality and actually push the ICANN brand and project, it's brilliant. And that's what people need to do. Low, long ting, less talk, more action, just get on and do it. So he's done it, so it's brilliant. I think it's good.
I mean, that's a big thing in the community. You've got a lot of talkers, especially with Facebook. Facebook produces thousands of them.
The Facebook intellectuals, you mean?
Yeah. Or Facebook warriors, or whatever term they may have. But there are people out there who get up and they do this. I'm going to build this team. They get up and build. And in regards to building, you're building what you're building right now. No. No. I'm telling you, it's getting very thin here. I might have to turn off the camera in a moment. You know, I love children to a certain degree. Don't watch nothing. It wasn't us. So, as we were saying in regards to, with what you're out there, you're working very, very hard at the moment. How's the whole movement going? Last time I spoke to you, he was talking about funding. A lot of people were nodding their head, but getting the funding was kind of difficult. I remember I said I'd make a pledge, and I did. I think it was about a week later. But how is it going in regards to that endeavour right there? Is it still that hard work?
It is still very hard work, because unless people's need of you is as much as their need is of you. That's one thing I find. People know there's a problem. We know there's a problem with exclusions. We know there's a problem with racism. We know there's a problem and a direct relationship between exclusions and our children being on the streets, gun and knife crime, drugs, and the prison system. It starts from back there. From once you can tackle the education side and not having our children being kicked out of school, then you can deal with everything else will kind of take care of itself. But when it comes to it, like I've said before, we do a lot of talking. I don't know what it is, where people are scared to maybe say, all right, I'm going to put that money there. Oh, what is she doing with it? Or what is he doing with it? And rah. You can see the works we're doing. We're not hiding. We're quite open with regards to the works we're doing. We go out and represent children. We go out and represent parents. We go and shut this thing down. We're unapologetic in our approach, but it costs money. Not all parents can afford to put petrol in your tank. Not all parents can afford to do anything. Sometimes they're sending their children to school hungry. So if we as the Black Child Agenda can help and facilitate that or give them some money, then that's what we do. Whether it goes into our pockets or our petrol tanks or it goes back to the parents, it's being used properly. We're not going out. I'm not going on luxury holidays. I wish I was. We're not buying name brand clothes. No, I make my own. So, yeah, resources are needed. We do want to get to the stage of opening up our own school, which we're going to do regardless of our community's input.
Well, you heard it right there. Obviously some people are struggling financially, but a lot of people, there is money in our community. There's some serious money in the community. You've got to learn where to spend it and, think about your future projection. And just like Julian said, talking about the young people, you're not looking now 20 years goals just like that. Whoa. No. Bye-bye. I'm sorry. The parent in me is coming out like, you just come running up in a place like they've had their fill of the camera today, like they've murked it, like big. What they consider big people time now. I mean, no, but seriously, I love children. I like them getting involved. But they've got to be, man, just come climb over the chair and climb over Cheryl back. And
They do, but you know, children already, they're completely oblivious to what's going on and they just do whatever. But then we've had a mad day, mad busy day. There's been loads of children here. And they're all little ones, and you know, it's like they're the ones that take a lot of talking. So I'm glad my boys have grown up. My boys are big boys now, so that all talking, but it doesn't really end. Even when you guys get to men, we're still talking. Have you emptied the dishwasher?
I don't know that conversation. I just stick to my younger ones. At least I kind of expect certain behaviours. Like my eldest, we have this conversation every once in a blue moon about like is living accommodation. And him sorting it out. But I think I've got to go and apologise to that young child. He just gave me one look as he walked away. You know, I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go and tell mummy still. But yeah, look, here they all come, and what can you say? But look, Cheryl, look, you know, we're 100% behind what you want. You know, we're looking for content on the platform now. I don't know if you saw the show that we're working with Dwayne. We showed a little preview of like some of the thing what we'll be putting together. You're going to see it floating around on Facebook very shortly. We just previewed it here today as well. But we're looking for content and we're looking to create programming. So I will be drawing for you very, very soon. I've got some great ideas on the table, some great people, and you're definitely in that list. So be holding at you.
Thank you very much. Well, yeah, you got my number. Give me a call whenever you're ready. We're there. The Black Child Agenda is not going anywhere. Everything else that I've been doing has now ceased because of the Black Child Agenda. I have no time to do anything but that. And also, off the back of it, we run a youth club as well now. So we're actually taking our children. We're looking at long-term strategies with regards to the education of our children here in the UK and also abroad. So we've got a lot of things in the pipeline. There's a lot of work going on. We're still dealing with the negativity in the school system. There is a lot of positives as well. But the ugly side is what we deal with, and it needs to be done because we need to stop what's going on our roads. We see it every day, and I think another boy lost his life yesterday down in East London, wasn't it? So, you know, and even a businesswoman who I know who's down here contacted me this morning crying, saying, what can I do to get involved? And I'm like, this is all we need, you know, and the number one thing is resources. The number one thing is space. Those are the two key things, resources and space. With that, we can make anything happen.
Okay. Well, make sure you try and support as and when you can with a sister and her team of people who are going out there and making it happen. Your future, your children, no, our future, our children, because we're all part of this. So, you know, we all need to get in some form or fashion, but we're going to see what we can do with hmptv in regards to the Black Child Agenda and make a guaranteed focus using this visual platform. So at least you're not bumping into us every now and again, but you've got something constant out there. We see if we can get something like that up and running.
What we find, a lot of parents, because they're not going any issues with their children, they don't think it will affect them. And as much as they may think that, but then when you look at the long-term effect, how many of our young people have died on the streets innocently? They're not involved in gangs, they're not involved in any street crime, they're not drug dealing, they're the good kids, so to speak. But now they're dead because of the effect of exclusions with somebody else's child. So it does affect you, it affects all of us. So that's what parents need to come out of I call it almost selfish mentality. Well, I'm all right, Jack, once my front door's shut, I'm cool. It does affect all of us, isn't it?
Well, it's like saying, you know, people have a fire extinguisher in their house, they never learn how to use it. When there's a fire, they're looking for the instructions. By that time, everything burned down. So, you know, that's kind of how we are as a people, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to sign out and see who else we can find milling about before people, because, you know, once again, buildings which don't belong to us, which we have to rent out, so someone's going to come and kick us out in a hot minute. So we need to look about building our own. Let's put that money where it's necessary. Peace, hmptv, we're out of here.
What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? Never, always. Okay, I want to do the first thing I was doing. Yeah? As you first and then you, that's it, yeah? And you're first. One, two, three, yeah? Okay. What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? Never, always. You're good, I like that. What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? Never, always. You're good. Last one. What should you be? What should you be? What should you be? Never, Well done, you can. Well done. We're going to go again one more time. I can be successful.
I can be successful.
I can be what I want to be.
I can be what I want to be.
I can believe I'm special.
I can believe I'm special.
I will never give up on my dream.
I will never give up on my dream.
Now, Kenya, before I pass you the microphone, a little birdie told me that you were homeschooled, you were educated at home. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
I'd love to know a little bit about that experience and, of course, your business. I'm going to pass you the microphone. A round of applause for Kenya, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Kenya and I'm 11 years old and I've recently started my business Duarte with the aim of encouraging people to use natural products to heal their skin instead of chemical products with, unfortunately harm. And as you know, I've been homeschooled for about 3 years now, and that has also given me the freedom to create my business Duarte and show different people how you can be natural and be beautiful at the same time. And that beauty is not always on the outside and is on the inside too. And that I have gone through many transitions in health and beauty, and I have had severe eczema for a while when I was much younger. And by using natural products, I've seen the difference in how chemical products hasn't helped me and made the issue worse. And a lot of people and doctors that I've went to in the past have wanted to give me things such as steroids and E45 and chemical products, and that's only going to make my skin worse. And by using natural products and creating new recipes, I found how my skin has improved, and that has that's been the entrepreneurial drive to how I've started my business. And when I was younger, the doctors, which I call the chemical people because they gave me these chemical products, and I just for a while used them for many years, and just even on the bottle it just said like that it can cause skin problems, but why are you giving that to me if that's not going to help me? And you're trying supposedly to try and help my skin, but making it worse and deteriorate. And over the years, I just stopped and come up with my own recipes. And to name a few, I use things like shea butter and coconut oil that actually did help my skin and heal my skin and help me from the inside out. And as well as what I used on my skin, I also was vegan for roughly about the same time I was homeschooled. And from my diet changing, I found that helped me a lot. And people, may eat things like pick up things off the shelf in the supermarket, but don't know what's actually gone into that, and which, has things like preservatives and certain meats, for example, being sprayed with things like perfume, to make it have its colour or, stay on the shelf longer. And what you put into your body will show on the inside and make your health, deteriorate and your skin. So from using natural products and finding natural recipes, I found the difference. And, that's what's inspired me and created, my business Duarte. And I'm a very creative person, and, all that I have done here to create my business, I have done myself. And I've been self-reliant and independent, and that's what I've been taught by my parents. So really and truly, things like creating a logo, things like creating my business, I can do, because I know I can do it. achieve whatever you want to if you put your mind to it and you believe you can do it. So there's nothing really stopping you from doing what you want, and that's why I've chosen to create my business, Dwayne, to show and educate people of natural ways of being beautiful and caring for yourself. And that's what I really just hope to grow my business and even show the world how you can be natural and be beautiful. And yeah, and I just really hope that a lot of people, wake up to the fact that you can be natural, and natural is the actual way that, life, was made for us to be natural, not to use synthetic things that are man-made, that don't help you at all whatsoever, and people cause more harm to go out and get makeup and get things like this on your skin. Then it's just going to go on your skin, as the skin's the largest organ on the body, and it's going to go straight into your bloodstream and affect all areas. And people don't realise this. They will pick up things to try and make themselves beautiful, when really, if you just looked in the mirror, you are beautiful. And also, if anybody wants to contact me and learn more and buy my products to heal yourself naturally, you can. You can contact me through my website, which is www.dwafe.co.uk, and I really just hope to spread the word of being natural, as beauty is from the inside out.
How do you feel?
Overwhelmed right now. It's beautiful, the vibrations and everybody. There's no negativity, bro. It's just beautiful, bro. I love it.
Children,
the energy was off the chain. We need to do more of this, bro.
This is what ICANN is. This is why you need to get your children involved, parents get involved. You heard Cheryl Phoenix today, what she's doing. Get involved, love up the children, get on with the children. But look, we're getting a big letter saying come out the building right now. So we're going to do that. We're going to come out the building.
Team ICANN, hmptv, let's do this, man.
Peace. We're out of here.